Hi, welcome to Sports Banner. Today we're talking about baseball. I'm going to be trying to get into a baseball while Luca and Bryce try to help. So first on our docket. Hold on, let me pull it up, boys. Let me pull it up, laddies. First on the docket, on April 9th, Joe Musgrove of the Padres threw the first no-hitter of the MLB season and the first no-hitter in Padres history. Luca, you got anything to say?
I wasn't expecting this turn of events, but I'm down with it. Musgrove threw it against the Texas Rangers. It took 8,206 games for the Padres to finally have a no-hitter. Joe has been a lifelong Padres fan. I think he grew up in San Diego, so this definitely meant a lot for him. Super emotional hug he did with his catcher after the game. Because it's important to note in a no-hitter that the catcher is almost as important as the pitcher. Because the catcher's calling the throws with the pitcher and all that kind of stuff. It's awesome to see. The 28-year-old Joe, he's played all over the place. He played a couple seasons with the Pirates, played a couple of seasons with the Astros, and this is his first season with the Padres. He's been a pretty good pitcher, nothing too crazy, but this achievement is just awesome. Counting combined no-hitters, which is like multiple pitchers playing in one game to get the no-hitter, like in this case, Joe pitched all 9 innings. There's only been 306 no-hitters in MLB history, and that's since 1876. So no-hitters are rare. So this is an amazing achievement for Musgrove, and hopefully he does more big things in this season. It's awesome to see.
Wait,
Yeah, the Padres must be pretty bad because in my very first baseball game, I went through the whole thing without hitting a single ball.
The Padres won the game.
Weak.
Are you talking about the Rangers? Are you talking about the Rangers are pretty bad?
I got a question.
Yeah, what?
No, hitting a no-hitter is easy. I did that in my first baseball game. Didn't hit a single
Oh,
ball.
I get the joke. Sorry, I'm slow. I'm slow.
Didn't get the joke.
Okay, whatever.
I was
sorry.
trying to move on because Luca didn't get the joke.
Yeah.
But hold on, you are telling me right now that Joe Musgrove pitched all 9 innings?
I'm pretty sure you did, yeah.
Why would management allow him to do that? Like, isn't that gonna wear his arm out?
It's a no-hitter. This is up if the manager's fine with it, they will allow it. I'm pretty sure he pitched all 9 innings. You got me scared now that he didn't. Let me pull this up. He did. He did. He pitched 9 innings, 10 Ks. Because, you can get a combined no-hitter, but that's not as impressive as one man doing it. Yeah, you don't see a man staying in as longer these days because of the modern, the stats in baseball saying that, you need to pull a pitcher after, 80 pitches or something like that.
Yeah.
It's an emotional thing. Musgrove was having a really good game. The team was behind him, and I think the coach just looked at him and said, "You know what? I'm gonna let him have this." When pitchers get on a roll like that and they're just on fire, they're unstoppable, you leave them in. That's how I see it. So
yeah, he had 112 pitches that game, so not too bad, It
wasn't.
It's a no hitter, so
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next thing we have Trevor Bauer. He is currently being singled out by the MLB over the fact that his balls might be different.
Yeah. The headline I put there is a little misleading. The LA Dodgers coach believes that Trevor Bauer plays for the Dodgers, is getting singled out by MLB. Basically, some dudes that work for the MLB, apparently after every professional game, I didn't know this, people go and look at the balls that have been thrown in the game just to make sure there aren't illegal substances on this. And it was made known that Bauer's balls were getting looked at. Sorry. And there's rumors that there might have been some sort of substance on it, but I don't know. Trevor is a loudmouth. Yeah. He's called out other cheaters for a while. Yes. He's an amazing pitcher. Yes. But do I think that he gave in and he might cheat too? Yes. Almost every pitcher used an illegal substance. It's just how it is. It's how it's been. It'll probably always be like that. I do think he's being singled out though because he has not made many friends in the Major League Baseball. So it sort of stinks because I like him. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's being a little hypocritical and he's using like pine tar or something like that.
All I've got to say is that if you're going to call other people out for their balls, then you better be ready to what's the word? Consent to having your balls inspected for foreign substances. Trevor.
Yeah, I agree. You can't have it one way and then not the other. For sure.
All right. The next thing we have to talk about is the controversial ending to the Braves-Phillies game on April 11th. So the game was very close all throughout, and I believe that they went into the final inning tied 6-6. Maybe it was the inning before. I can't exactly remember.
No, they went into the
But
final
score was
inning
6-6.
6-6. Yeah.
Yeah, score was 6-6, and the Phillies hit a fly ball up into left field, I believe.
Yeah.
And I'll let you talk out the whole thing.
Oh, I don't even know the whole play. No, I don't know the whole play. I just know that Didi Gregorius, he used to play for the Yankees. It takes a lot to get his name out. He hit a sacrifice fly. I think it was to the left, Calvin. And Alec Boehm, I'm not sure how you say it. He's a new guy. He's young. Just ran from third base to home plate, and the ball gets back to the catcher. Who's the Braves catcher? What's his name? It's left me. Real Muto. Yeah. Ball gets to Muto. Bomb's going for the home plate, and I just gotta say it. The umpire's really messed up. Bomb never hit home plate. He missed it. Muto got the tag. Umpires missed it when it first happened. They go to video replay, and they still didn't overrule it. They never overruled it. I'm not even sure if they really checked video replay. If you're the Braves, I think you got to be very pissed in this situation. Blew the game. You can't win now. I mean, they still had the half inning, the bottom of the ninth, to try to get a run, but they lost the game to a horrible no call. Yeah, I feel for the Braves in this scenario.
All right, next we have is a brief talk about the Angels. Dexter Fowler is out with an ACL injury, and he's going to need surgery, obviously.
Yeah, Dexter Fowler is a really, really good player. He's been all over the place. He's played for like who did he play for? The Cubs, the Cardinals, I think the Rockies. Now he's with the Angels. This is his first year at the Angels, and he's not the greatest player in the world, but this Angels team, they need him. He's good in the outfield, and he's a pretty decent hitter. So having him going off with that ACL injury is horrible. I think it's gonna be the surgery is gonna be so rough that he's gonna be out for the whole season, and they're gonna be missing him. They are having other players that are going off. Mike Trout his form is very, very good. Like the series they had against the Blue Jays, they got blown out in one game, but in the first two games of it, Mike Trout did amazing. Their designated hitter slash pitcher, Otani, he's been doing awesome. So they have talent, but when you have a player like Dexter Fowler out for possibly the rest of the season, and it's already very early in the season, it's not looking great for the Angels. This could be another disappointing year for them overall, or they can get their act together and maybe do something.
Wait, are they? Wait,
What?
you're saying that they might not do well?
Well,
The Angels?
Well, the thing with the Angels is that they've had talent. They've had good pitching over the years. They've had Albert Pujols has been there, even though he's older, and they have arguably the greatest baseball player right now, Mike Trout. But
Mike Trout, yeah.
But they've never won a World Series with Mike Trout. They haven't.
That's true, yeah.
They haven't really gone far in any of the playoffs. So it's.
But how are you feeling about them this season? Like
they've
now,
they've
because
looked
they're 7-3 right now.
They look hot. They do look hot. But when you have a bit a missing gap with Dexter Fowler, and he's been out for the whole season, it's just that is one of the worst ways to start your season. That's the best way of putting it. Now, do they have the talent to end up top on their on their division or going through on the wild card. Yes, but it's just the thing is that they gotta hope they don't get another injury. In baseball, you play tons of games and there's tons of chances of getting another injury. So it's just for me, even though they've had a good start, they're with this injury they're up in the air. But I do hope they can keep it up. Now I just want to talk a little bit about the Yankees right quick because I know Calvin loves the Yankees.
Huge fan.
They had a pretty rough series against the Rays on April 9th, 10th, and 11th. The first one they lost 10-5. DJ LeMahieu had a good game hitting-wise, but Kluber just got lit up in pitching. Second game wasn't as bad, but they lost 4-0. Managed only 5 hits. They just did not look dangerous. The hitting on this team has not been good at all. Pitching wasn't really good either. German, how do you say it? He didn't do too good. The rest of the bullpen sort of got put up the slack for the rest couple innings. The last game that they had in that series in the 11th, they did well. It was 4-4 going into extra innings, and they were able to make it 8-4 by the time the game was done. Awesome pitching by the relievers. Shout out Chapman. Shout out to my boy Gio Urshela. He got a home run and a single, and he got a single in extra innings. He got a home run earlier in the game. He's probably my favorite player on the Yankees. He's a beast. And now they're having a series again versus the Blue Jays. This past Monday, they got the job done and won 3-1. Kyle Higashioka had 2 home runs. He's looking good with the hitting. But currently, right now, as we're recording, they're getting killed 6-1, top of the 7th. But yeah, anything from Bryce, Calvin?
Yes, I get to talk about the Royals. Okay, so right now the Royals are 4-4. They're 4th in their division, but I mean the AL Central right now, like it's anyone's game right now. Cleveland's on top at 5-4, and Detroit's down there at 4-6. So like, technically speaking, it's anyone's division to win, but we all know that it's not anyone's division to win. But I mean, it's looking close right now. In their series against the White Sox, the Royals split 1-1 because their third game got canceled due to rain. And that's going to be happening. The makeup game is going to be happening next month. But in the first game against the White Sox, the Royals just got killed. It was nasty. Brad Keller was not the best in that game. He had a 19.29 ERA for that game. And for 3 days later, Mike Minor was pitching for the Royals that game, and something that I noticed while watching was that he was almost the reason why the White Sox almost scored in the second inning, because the man made a terrible, he not only did he bobble the ball when it was hit right to him, but he threw it so inaccurately. He missed, the first base. He threw it so lazily that it didn't go to first base. And so the man just missed a double play. And they almost scored. But they pulled it out. They got the win, thankfully. I think that game... Yeah, that game actually went to an extra inning. And the Royals won that. So, stoked about that. And then the next day, the Royals played the LA Angels. And they got blown out. As the recording of this video, they got blown out last night, 3-10. Wasn't great, but hey, right now they're winning 2-0 against the Angels. So I am optimistic about this team.
So before we stop, I do want to point out the current state of the boards right now. There's a lot of teams underperforming and a couple teams that are overperforming. One of those overperforming teams is the Cincinnati Reds, at the top of their division right now. They're 7-3, and the Brewers are 1 game back, Cardinals 2, Cubs 3, and Pirates 4. And obviously it's early in the season, but it is something to note that they are ahead of their division, which is not what I would have expected. So just keep an eye out for them. Either of you got anything to say about them?
Yeah, I think they are overperforming a little bit. They're not horrible team. I'm just not. I think I was not. I personally trying to get my words out here. I personally was not expecting them to start off the season this well. I would have put them where the Cardinals are at right now, 5-5. But yeah, it's a long season. I don't see them going. I don't see them the top of the NL Central by the time the season's done. But I mean, great start. They might keep on pushing.
It depends on what you were thinking. Yeah, and currently, right now, I'm pretty sure the Braves are losing their game. Last I checked, it was 4-6, right, or 4-8. Right now, it's 9-6. So, yeah, not doing too hot. Probably about they're probably about to go to 4-7. So both these teams are underperforming, which is not what you would have expected. I'm kind of surprised by that. Also worth noting, the Los Angeles Angels are doing very good. Currently, the head of their division as well. That is interesting to me, especially in the division with the Astros and the Athletics. That's a big one right there.
Well, it was a big one going into the season, but the Oakland A's have been, very underperforming, but they are on a 4-game win streak. They beat Astros twice, and now they beat the Diamondbacks twice. They're starting to turn things around. Good luck to them, but the Angels, I'm completely fine with them finishing up number 1 in the West. Calvin covered noticeable things in the standings. Just want to say, best batting average right now still goes out to my boy Yermin Mercedes. He's killing it at the White Sox. He's got a 500 average. Shout out to Acuna Jr. from the Braves. He's number 4 with the highest average, 447. He's been killing it. Has been hitting some quality home runs recently. There's still people are tied at number 1 for most home runs. Shout out JD Martinez. I'm not a huge fan of him. He plays for the Red Sox. I can't be. But he has 5 home runs, and he already has 16 RBIs. He's been killing it so far. And most hits right now is Cedric Mullins with 18 from the Orioles. Acuna is tied with 17 for second place. Acuna has just been on a tear recently. And
yeah, it is worth noting that even though the Braves are doing so terrible, Acuna has been lighting up the league with all these plays, these athletic plays that he's been making. It's crazy watching him.
Yeah, very talented player. And yeah, the Braves desperately need him to keep it up. And then leading out strikeouts, tied for first place is Garrett Cole and Tyler Glasnow. They respectively play for the Yankees and the Rays with 29 Ks each, which is very impressive. And yeah, that's about it from me. Anything else from you two?
Nope, that's all from me.
No.
All right. Thank you for watching the video. Hustle, loyalty, respect, as always, from here at Sports Banter. And see you later. Bye.